hands down, still the best car I've ever driven. So what are we doing today? We are actually going real quick to get an oil change. I had to source my own filter because I went to Ford. I was like, hey, I need to get my oil change. And they're like, sorry, we actually are back ordered on these oil filters with no ETA for like in stock. So thankfully Anthony, the driver mod, he had some. So I got 2 of them. But I don't know, are you guys having trouble like finding oil filters for the GT350? Kind of a hassle that we have to do it ourselves and Ford can't do it. But anyways, it's probably worth it. So I don't want any like warranty issues, you know, if this motor goes south, you know. So documented oil changes, very important for me. Red, white, blue, all wild tracks. Pretty cool actually. They actually have some supply here at a Duval Ford. Gen 3 Raptor. You know, I mentioned this in a couple videos ago, but they actually have a 2016 GT350R here that only has 82 miles on it. Shout out to the guys at Duval Ford. You walk in with a camera and a cool car, you usually get treated pretty good. I'm actually running pretty behind now. I gotta get the Honda loaded up with parts, and then we're going to my buddy Jason's house because we are going to be installing some stuff. So I'm just now learning that the trunk lid can hit the hard top. Anyways, how many parts can we fit in here? Okay, now not all of these are getting installed tonight. I don't think we will have enough time. But this is definitely a good start. Definitely a good start. You know, I just realized that in the S2000, I still have my my duct tape on track numbers. I feel kind of silly driving around with these things, but those will come off as soon as I get to Jason's house. Okay, so we have tons of parts, a big list. Adjust the seat, we need to adjust the hood. We really want to get the suspension done. We have the Swift springs, the offset bushings. If we have time, maybe do the oil change, lap timer mount. We have new brake pads for the car also. It's a lot just for one night of work, but Jason is just so busy, it's hard to book him in advance. So pretty much all these parts right here came from Facebook Marketplace. You know, I was thinking on my way over here, Jay, you realize that we met because of Facebook Marketplace?
Seriously?
So, not only did I find all these parts, but I found like this incredible friend slash crew chief for the Honda S2000. Really,
sold you great parts.
he did, yeah. And I accidentally, in my last video, I cut one of those up, but sorry.
I noticed that.
And it's still not good. Okay, so we'll get to work and just start checking off these little projects. These are not how-to videos, all right? We're just trying to get the car ready because we're going to be running the car October 10th at the firm. I'm actually going to let Jay drive the S2000. He's going to be down there. We're going to have the Shelby down there. It's going to be so much fun. All right, let's get to work. Basically, we noticed that the bolt for the seat belt is really what's stopping me from getting the best seating position because I can't get that bolt in over here. So we're going to be cutting the bolt down to try to get a little bit more room. All right, so we're just finishing up the seat install. That's our first check mark. I will say, no matter what you buy, there is fabrication that has to go with it. You know, I don't know. I mean, these race teams, they're also fabricators. I don't know how like a normal person without any tools could get any of this stuff to like line up right, fit in the holes. Like we had to grind the bolt off, then we had to cut the seat rail, you know, a couple inches off. I don't know how normal people do it. They don't do it really. Moving right along, next thing we're gonna do is put the springs on. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, Jay, why not just go like crazy coilovers or something? Because I know you wanna go fast. But the thing is, like I posted on the forums and everybody said that Swift Spec R springs on the factory shocks is better than like any coilover system sub like $1,800. So basically the goal is to put the Swift Spec R springs on. That should drop it a little bit more. I'll be able to get like maybe like one more negative degree of camber, but then also we have an offset bushing kit for the front. So that should be, we should be able to get like negative 3.5 degrees camber if we can get all that put on. How do they look?
No seepage.
Well, we've only got 140,000 miles on them.
Yeah,
so
only. Good resistance, and they should return on their own.
What do you think?
I think they're reusable.
Are you surprised?
I am surprised.
Every time I told you about springs, you said, what about your bad shocks? What if we have to rebuild your shocks?
Yeah. It's one of 4.
Good job, Honda. 140,000 miles, and we're gonna reuse them. Any difference? There's more coils in the new one. They must be stiffer.
It's going to be a variable rate, right? So this will compress faster than this, but after this compresses, it'll be much harder to compress this.
Okay, so it's getting close to midnight. We're finishing up. When I say finishing up, I don't mean that we're actually finishing up our list. We got about halfway through our list here. So we got the seat fully done. It's way better than, it's way better than before. The hood is adjusted, it closes fine, so that's good. We got half of the springs on, only the fronts. Who knows what that will be. We didn't get around to changing the oil. We didn't figure out the timer. Brake pads and rotors, we only did the front. So we got new pads, new rotors on the front. We went with the EBC red stuff. So we're really gonna try to get the car all the way completed before the track day, October 10th. But I'm sure it will be fine.
We're gonna get it.
Jay's confident.
We're gonna get it.
But there is a hurricane coming. So it's interesting, the front factory spring rates compared to the Swift Spec Rs, there's like 150 pounds difference, but in the rear there's only like a 40-pound difference. So obviously like it'll come down a little bit, but the spring rate didn't change too much, or won't change too much in the back. The front is really where we're making the big difference. So I think the car is actually going to be set up okay right now, except for the ride height might be a little silly having, you know, it 1.5 inches lower in the front. How do you think it went, Jay?
As smoothly as it could have.
We pretty much had to modify everything.
Everything we touch, we have to make adjustments.
Yeah. Okay, so we will pick up this video either when we come back, or I might get bored and post it as it is. I don't know. Jay, thank you so much.
No worries.
Track day, October 10th, $100. DM me on Instagram. I'll put you in touch with Anthony and you'll be on the list, and you can race me or you can race Jason. You probably have a better chance of winning if they race you.
Yes, this is true.
It's gonna be fun, so come if you can. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Florida, right on cue.